Hello, everyone. I'm Chester24. I'll say name's Fly, and welcome to this Let's Play of Wrath of Righteous. Last episode, we faced the person who's been in charge of the siege of Canabras, Manago, a Lilitu, as it is, some kind of demon who, no, female demon, whatever, who is trying to corrupt the Wardstone. While we tried to stop her, we couldn't do anything and ended up knocked out. Since then, our allies have taken us back here to a tavern called the Defender's Heart. We'll look around here in a minute, but first things first, we've got a level up we can do. So, let's go with that. I am not gonna go with any of these. As interesting as some of them might be, I am not going to. It is not something I particularly care for. So, we shall continue on with the third level of Eldritch Scion. We'll be getting our Magus Arcana, which will be nice, a new feat, and Elemental Resistance, Fire Resistance is nice, and Burning Hands. Nice things to get. Alright, so we got point, and another point in mobility. Now, the feat we're going for. I would like Weapon Focus Longsword. And I think if I do that, I can get Blind Fight next level, because Blind Fight is incredibly useful. So, Weapon Focus. Longsword. I am a longsword user, hey Wolfen. So that's what we're going with. Magus Arcana. So, as he gains levels, a Magus earns arcane secrets tailored to a specific way of blending martial, puissance, and magical skill. Starting at 3rd level, a Magus gains 1 Arcana. He gains an additional Magus Arcana for every 3 levels of Magus attained after 3rd level. Okay. Unless specifically noted, you cannot select it more than once. So, Arcane Accuracy. Expend 1 point from his Arcane pool as a swift action to grant himself an Insight bonus equal to his Charisma bonus and all attack rolls until the end of his turn. Okay. I have a good Charisma bonus, so that would be a nice bonus. Extend and Reach. Don't care about those very much. Uses a wand and uses a wand. I don't use wands. So these others are going to need higher levels, but there are some good ones. Bane I don't care about. Maybe. Okay, Dimension Strike. 2 points from Arcane Pool to resolve all his melee weapon attacks as melee touch attacks. That would be incredibly powerful, because there's a lot of foes where touch attacks will help so much more. Empowered Magic, Enduring Blade, Duration of Enhancement, Ghost Touch, no. Functions in haste, but only targets the Magus and lasts for a number of rounds equal to the Magus' Charisma bonus, which is pretty good. That might actually be good. Maximize is good. And denied their Dexterity bonus against the Magus' attacks. Which basically means they're kind of flat-footed, I think? Also would be good. I may go for Prescient, and then Dimension Strike for the next ones. But for now, Arcane Accuracy is a good start. Level 1 spell. So I automatically get Burning Hands. What am I going to take? Corrosive Touch would be an Acid Touch attack, which I like. It would be nice having a bit of variety. But I kind of want to try this. I know, this seems heretical. Nobody likes True Strike. It is often said to be completely useless, because you're using up a turn in order to give 1 attack in the next turn a plus 20 bonus, when it would be so much easier to just do 2 attacks. But the fact is, it's different for the Magus. At least, this is how it seems to be in my head. Since the Magus can cast a free spell in their offhand during their round and still get their full attack round, then, as opposed to spells like Shocking Grasp, which is basically extra damage on what you got, and Magic Missile, which would be more damage and attack at a ranged target. True Strike basically says one of your attacks in the full round attack is getting an almost guaranteed hit, a plus 20 bonus. Which means if you really need to hit someone, True Strike would let you do that, in this case, without wasting a turn on it. That's what seems to be the case here. And while normally the spell penalty gives a -2 to all attacks, True Strike does kind of counteract that, since it's a plus 20 bonus. I am going to do something seemingly heretical, and I'm going to take True Strike. I'm going to try this out and see if it works. But yeah, aside from that, I also get the Elemental Resistance, which Fire Resistance 10, and I get free Burning Hands. Okay, but that's not all. We also have our allies. Lan, you are a Zen Archer. You get Athletics, Mobility, and Perception. Perfect. You are taking Deadly Aim, which is a good thing to have, I think. Blind Fight is useful, though. That is extra damage, though. Do I want to change it to that? You have combat reflexes originally. You know what? That doesn't really help you, because you don't use attacks of opportunity. You got Perfect Strike, you got Point Blank Shot, Precise Shot. Point Blank Master Longbow is actually fantastic. Zen Archer bonus feats. Surprisingly, Deadly Aim isn't one of them. I'm actually surprised. You know what? We can take Deadly Aim. That's fine. Point Blank Master for Longbow. That's fine. Yeah, you're fine as you are. Let's see. Okay, I don't care about that. Okay, Camellia. You shall continue being a Spirit Shaman. Take Mobility and Trickery. And currently you have Weapon Finesse, which is a good thing to have. You're getting 1 feat. Weapon Focused Rapier isn't a bad idea, but I guess I can give you Blind Fight now, since it does actually help out a lot. So we're gonna go with that, since it helps out immensely. Immunity from gaze attacks. I guess, you know what, I take it back. We'll do the Rapier. We'll take Blind Fight later. And she gets more spells. And finally, Seelah. So, you get those things. You have Heavy Armor Focus. Not the worst. In addition to your Shield Focus, which is pretty good. I think that's actually fine. You'll be more tanky. Mercy? No, we're not taking Sickened, because the Mercy basically means the Lay on Hands removes whatever that is. We're gonna have her get the ability to remove Fatigue. That is incredibly useful. You'll get Divine Health, which is immune to all diseases. Yeah, that's good. As well as Aura of Courage. Also going to be good. Alright. And we should adjust our spells. I get an extra spell use a day. You have your level 3 spells, and now you have your level 2, sorry, level 1 spells, and now you have level 2. Cure Moderate Wounds is a good one to have. I feel like I should take the cure spells because they are still useful. Then again, having one protection from alignment is good. And you don't have any spells yet. Okay. So that's our characters set up. And we have a personal chest where we can store... Ooh. Sovereign Dragon. Sovereign Dragon's Great Wisdom provides +1 morale bonus on all knowledge checks. Okay, I am going to have that. Not necessarily the most useful, but I guess I can have it.
It's time to act.
And go ahead and take him out. Okay. Let me adjust things a little bit here. So I do want to get this a bit more set up. Let's have all the toggles over here. Honestly, I'm not going to keep these up here. So, having a charge is actually a good thing to have. Actually, you know what? We'll put the toggles all the way on the right. So we have that, and that. Arcane Accuracy I'll put right here. I'm probably not going to use it too much. Alright, that's set up. Hey, wait. Mind if I bend your ear about something? Anevia is outside your door, leaning casually against a shelf. So, here's the first and most important thing. Beth gave you a crucial mission. I get that, and I know you'll get the job done. I saw you in action. But here's the rub. By sending you out on an errand, we're weakening our defenses here. If they come at us while you're gone, I don't know if we'll be able to fight them off. Do you want me to stay here and guard the tavern? You what? No! Your task is far too important. You can't just hole up here all cozy-like, waiting for the demons to knock on the door. We need to take the fight to them. But if those freaks try to make a move on this place, Beth will send a runner to get you. If that happens, you leg it back here, alright? Because if you don't, you'll be coming back to an ash pile. Got it? When do you think the demons will attack next? Well, your guess is as good as mine. It might not be here. They could attack the whole damn city. Those vermin know they've lost the upper hand and that we're going to push back hard. If things kick off here, you should know. After they attack, some things could be changed beyond recognition. So if you've got any business that needs taking care of, you better do it soon. Everything seems clear so far. What else do you wish to discuss? So, the rift that damned beetle left with its scythe? Yeah, well, it cut the city into two, and it's kind of difficult to get across. My scouts tell me there's a halfway decent place to set up a crossing in Market Square. Not that any of them tried to make sure. But if you've got a mind to go across, and I think you're going to have to eventually, you might want to give the square a once-over. Thanks for the warning. I'll see you later. Later. Watch yourself out there. Thank you. Okay. Well, first things first, I want to talk to this Gemmel Hawks. A strange figure towers over the bar. A huge, ungainly man with skin so milky white that his blue veins are visible even from a distance. His bald head is equal parts lumpy and pitted, and blood-filled eyes stare impassively out at you from beneath his pale brows. The glass in the albino's large, clumsy hands looks dangerously delicate, as if one twitch of those calloused fingers would be enough to crush it. A gold medallion engraved with a tankard gleams around his neck. What'll it be? Who are you? The albino slowly takes your measure with his red eyes and finally, with a gentle sigh, says, Gemmel Hawks, vampire. Are you really a vampire? Gemmel gives you a long look of reproach and then grudgingly answers, No. How'd you end up in the Crusader City? How did anyone end up here? How did you? Or them? With a huge hand, the tavern keeper gestures at the ragtag group assembled in the room. The world is big, but still, there isn't a place for everyone. People who no longer have a life anywhere else, they end up here. Any news in the city? The albino looks around. Oh, there are demons everywhere. And you showed up. Are there any places in the city worth visiting? If you mean places that normal people usually stay well away from, there are plenty, like the Pataxian wine cellar. Gemmel pauses for effect, like the name of the place alone should make you quiver in fear. It once belonged to a Pataxian trading house. Then King Irovetti came to power in Pitax, and property started changing hands. Soon after, the cellar's shop assistant was found in a ditch. Not all of him, mind, just his head. Numerian gangsters had taken possession of the place. They wanted to sell something stronger than wine in the street, and they ended up on the gallows. Then, King Irovetti's number was up, so now the store stands empty and unclaimed. People say that a headless ghost wanders the place at night, moaning ghoulishly, "Ooh." After coming to the end of his story, unusually long by his standards, the tavern keeper takes a swig from his tankard. Just don't ask me how he makes any noise with no head. I wasn't there. I just tell it like I heard it. I see you're not one for talking. Gemmel gives you a long, mournful look and says nothing. Alright, show me what you have. Which is also important because now we actually get these magical items we have identified. So we have Crypt Raider's armor, +1 scale mail with a bonus against undead. That's pretty good. Actually, hold on. Before we do this, let's actually see what's going to go on people. We have Marching Terror, a glaive that is not really useful for any of us. Let's see, Crypt Raider's armor. You could wear it. 3 max dex. I mean, it's an improvement. Over the chain shirt. It would not be an improvement for you. You're the only one. You get a penalty to max dex. It would actually only be a bonus of +1, but I guess the insight bonus against the dead is fine. And magical items. So, Ring of Protection +1, definitely gonna take that. Amulet of Natural Armor, I'll take that. And Flow of Water. +1 bonus on saving throws against spells with Cold Descriptor, and adds +1 to the DC for all saving throws against spells with the Cold Descriptor the wearer casts. I mean, I guess I use spell sometimes. I probably won't use that, but anyway, that is a thing. Now, thank you for the identification. Let's get on selling things. So, all of this. Oh, didn't mean to put that in. Okay. Then we got all of these. Nothing there. Those are ingredients. Those are spells and potions. Notable items. And nothing there. Alright, and we get 6,000 gold out of it. There are a lot of items that you can buy that you can't get elsewhere. I will take the bag of holding. I will take this recipe. And Bottomless Mug. Drinking from the mug gives the character +2 bonus on saving throws against fear effects for 1 hour. Taking another drink prolongs the effect. And it does more when used by a monk with the Drunken Master archetype. Oh, a character can drink from this mug up to 5 times per day. Additionally, after it wears off, the wearer gains the hangover condition and receives a -2 penalty to AC and will for an hour. Yeah, I'm not going to take that. And while I would like all of these ingredients... You know what? Ingredients are relatively cheap. I'll take all of those. Ooh, actually that is a lot. Oh wait, not as much as I thought. Okay, fine. There we go. We still gained some money. And now, let me organize this, this whole mess a little bit. You are also gonna... Oh, damn it. You come down, and you come down. You go there. And you go there. And all of this stuff is gonna be going up here. This will take a few moments while I reorganize everything and get everything to where it needs to be. Because I do try to keep it all nice and neat. Oh, and read the spicy pastry recipe. Okay, put that there. That seems to be all of those. So put that there, that there. And then all of the ingredients and the like go together right up here. There we go. Those are all the things that I'm going to be keeping and probably not ever actually using. Because I am a hoarder like that. Alright. Okay. So the only difference with the dexterity bonus is chest armor. Okay, noted. Right, so we're right by Horgust Worm. Let's go ahead and speak with him. 1,000 gold coins for you, just as promised. You helped me get back to the surface, and I duly paid you for escorting me. Horgust Worm always keeps his word. Now, speaking of our future and cooperation... Horgust looks at you with unvarnished disapproval, his arms folded across his chest, his foot tapping impatiently. I have a job that would be perfect for someone like you. Naturally, I'll pay generously for your services. What do you mean, a job for someone like me? For an adventurer ready to sell their soul for booze and then lie down drunk in the gutter. Or do you think you're somehow different? A traveling knight, perhaps, a noble of heart, but without a coin to your name? Horgust sizes you up critically, then sighs and shrugs. Ah, you seem a reliable enough ally to me, and you did get me out of those mongrel caves, so why should I care what you do with my money once you've got it? Horgust seems like one of those people who think the entire world owes them something. However, you hear notes of hysteria beneath his smug arrogance. It's as though he's really quite nervous, but taking great pains to conceal it. Noble birth doesn't give you the right to behave badly. I'd ask if you refrain from such statements in the future. Horgust puts his hands on his hips. Oh, really? How impudent. No one dares tell Horgust Worm how to address the rabble. And what kind of reward are we talking about? 1,000 gold coins. Double the reward and I'll think about it. Ha, yeah, right. For that kind of money, I could hire Queen Galfrey herself to guard me. 1,000 is my final offer. Damn. Again, a 3. Ugh. So, what does this job involve? Well, you shall be my bodyguard. You see, I have good reason to return to my mansion here in Canabris. I still have... Well, it doesn't matter. It's none of your business. My mansion is a breathtaking building with a large garden in the wealthy part of the city. Even before the demons attacked, every thief and fraudster in the city had tried to get inside one way or another. I shudder to imagine the state it's in now. I have little hope that my guards were able to hold the mansion during the attack, and I expect that the servants fled when they saw the demons. Only Abadar knows what's happened there since. Therefore, I would ask you meet me at my mansion and guard me there until I complete my business. I have already asked the local paladins for help, but they've no desire to set foot outside this tavern. Damn cowards and traitors, that's what they are. Also, please do take Camellia with you. I trust that girl more than the rest of your gang. She is of noble birth, after all. Deal. Marvelous! Most excellent. I'll proceed to my mansion at once and wait for you there. Meanwhile, you needn't worry. I know the city like the back of my hand. Oh, but do hurry, unless you want me to lower your reward. Don't worry, it'll be fine. Alright. So... You know what? I see Staunton Vane over here. Let's speak with him. The dwarf resembles an abandoned citadel, one whose high, crumbling walls are still holding fast, but whose empty, lightless windows make it clear that all inside is dead. Oh, it's you. Good work back there in the Grey Garrison. Name's Staunton Vane, if you've heard rumors about me. His face, which looks like it has never known anything about as carefree as a smile, grimaces. Just so you know, everything they say about me, it's true. I need to talk to the elf who calls himself the Storyteller. Do you know where I can find him? The Storyteller? A strange old fellow, that one. He used to sit with me for hours, asking about all sorts of things. Never offered judgment or comfort, he just listened. At first, I wanted him and his questions as far away from me as possible, but later I realized that talking to him did ease my burden a little. I hope he's alive and well. He's completely blind, and feeble too, so if he's alone in the city, well, you probably know what that means. I do know one place he might be. Look for him in the Blackwing. It's a library. Here, I'll show you where it is on the map. I don't know what use a library is to a blind elf, but he loved the place. He would sit there day and night. So what do people say about you? They say I'm a traitor, as bad as Aurilu Vorlesh, that I'm a disgrace even among the ranks of the condemned, that Queen Galfrey never should have spared me, that I belong on the gallows. Why do they hate you so much? You really don't know? I'm the reason why the Crusade forces are holed up in fortresses on the edge of the Worldwound, instead of bringing the fight to the demons. We used to have a foothold in the Wound, the mighty, unassailable city of Dresden. We used to have it, until it fell, and all because of my stupidity. I gave the enemy our main citadel. I was tired. They wanted to execute me, and rightly so, but the Queen intervened. She said that I should live and fight in order to undo what I had done. So that's how I live, decade and after decade fighting in the condemned. As you can see, I've fixed nothing, and I've earned no one's forgiveness. Are you going to spit in my face too? It wouldn't surprise me. Well, I hope you earn forgiveness. Thank you. From the depths of my soul, I thank you. But I haven't had hope for a long, long time. A whole city fell because of you. How is that possible? What do you mean, how? The knight glares at you from beneath his furrowed brows. If you don't trust the word of a condemned, go ask somebody else. Like my little brother, Joran. And if you still don't believe it, what's it to me? But if you're about to ask me to recount the story of my disgrace for the 1000th time, don't. You really don't have any friends? I couldn't have survived this long if I were completely alone. Joran, my little brother, he keeps me going. He's never abandoned me. Everyone else shies away from me like they might catch what I've got. Even fighters in the condemned console themselves by thinking, I got stripped of my rank, but at least I'm not Staunton. Commander Tirabade seems to be the only person in the whole army who remembers that I'm a soldier and not a drudge. She has no qualms about taking me into battle. She's had some mud flung at her in the past, or so I hear. That's why she tries to keep an open mind about people. It's no surprise that she's the only one to hold on to her sense of reason in this farce. So many years on the condemned. Surely you've paid your penance by now. That's not up to me to decide. My life is in the Queen's hands. The condemned isn't the worst part. All these years I have prayed to Torag for forgiveness. Countless times I've gone to his priest. Countless times I've kneeled before his altar. If only the father of Dwarvenkind would answer my prayers just once. Not to restore what I've lost, but just to tell me that I am still one of his children. But it seems he doesn't give a damn about me. What can I expect from mere mortals when my own god doesn't think I deserve redemption? If Torag has renounced you, perhaps you should turn to another deity. Sarenrae, for instance, teaches that everyone who repents sincerely should be forgiven. No, I couldn't. You can't choose your god, just like you can't choose your family, your race, or your homeland. If your father renounces you, you can't just choose another father. It's the same story with Torag. That, I would argue, is a little bit debatable. Many people do choose whatever god seems to fit them. Some probably worship many gods, and some don't choose any. And about father renouncing you can't choose another, there are plenty of cases where people end up with a second father figure in their life. Even if not a blood father, still a father in family or relationship or in the other things that in some ways matter more than blood. At least that's how I feel. I have to go. Go on then, maybe we'll see each other again. Maybe we will. For now, though, I am going to end this episode here. We're going to have a couple episodes talking to people. Next episode, we'll see about talking to our companions. Till then, I am Cheswick44, also known as Falai. That is me. This has been a Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous, and I shall see you all next time.